What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the expedition series. I believe this is episode number 13. So today I'm gonna take you guys through pretty much a full day of eating, which I'd done before, but I think I did it with a refeed, which was around 4,000 calories. But today I'm gonna show you guys what a low day looks like. It's only about 1,800 calories, 1,846 I believe. So let's get into it. Alright, so meal number one is our regular bowl of oatmeal. Pretty much the same meal for the last 8 months now. But yeah, the only difference is this is 80 grams and not the 100 that I normally used to have in the off season. And I also have days where I'm the high day where I'm having 150 grams. But for now, this is enough, so yeah. Alright, so meal number two, salsa, chicken, peppers, and rice. So the major change is the carb cycling, right? So the rice is only 60 grams now. In the off season, it's around 100 grams. This is all raw weight again. And on my high days is 70 grams, but today's only 60, just to pull away a little bit more of the calories today, right? But overall, not too big of a deal. And actually on my high days, it's actually beef instead of chicken as well. So I actually get extra bit of fat and extra bit of calories on that day. But today's only chicken and rice with some peppers. So yeah. All right, so today is chest day. And that previous meal is my usual, what do you call it? A pre-workout meal. So I'm just gonna get my protein and stuff ready because I end up taking the protein to the gym and have it right after. Where is mine? Give me a second. Here it is. So this stuff stays pretty much the same, to be honest with you guys. Let me see if I can set this up somewhere. Yeah. Alright, so protein first. So yes, I actually measure it on my scale as well. I don't just do one scoop. A little bit more consistent that way. A little bit methodical. You can just do one scoop, to be honest, but every company has a different scoop, and I have like 3 different proteins, right? So like calories somewhat change, even though it's like 510 calories. But I just like to stay consistent with it, so yeah. And one other thing I add in here is, okay, so the video actually ended up cutting, but this is something that I add to the protein as well. This is just the glycogen stores to replenish. It's the glucose or dextrose, whatever you want to call it. Right, you want to pair this up with your protein. So you always want some type of carb source there. Usually for my clients, I'll throw in cereal instead of that, right? Just so they can adhere to the plan a little better. They get a little bit of sugar in there. That's probably the best time to have that cereal for the whole day, too, if you look at the whole day as a whole, right? And then EAAs for the workout, not BCAAs. Those are absolute trash, so don't waste your fucking money on those. But EAAs are complete protein profiles. So yeah, and the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have Total War, and this, so I have 2 different proteins, not proteins, pre-workouts actually, and the only difference is one has caffeine and the other one is stim free. And the stim free one I like to use on my high days, and the caffeine one I like to use on low days just because the carbs are a little bit lower, right? And I just need that extra bit of push. So that's it for now. I'm gonna fill these babies up and I'll talk to you guys after the workout. Maybe even show you a bit of a workout as well, since it is chest day. So see ya. All right, so back from the gym, meal number 3 time. Didn't really get to film any workouts because it's pretty much the same workout. There's no point showing it over and over again. But yeah, the only difference in this meal from previous is that it's 200 grams compared to the 300 before, the potato, right? The chicken stays the same because you still want the same amount of protein as the carbs that are changing once again. Got my Diet Coke here, and I ended up having the protein shake right after the workout. That's something I do right away. Come home. Today I took a shower before I ate. Usually I eat before I shower. Just trying something new out. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next meal. Alright, so this is where the main change happens. And this is where like the low carb day really kicks in, because every single meal before this has some type of carb in it. But this time it's just 100 grams of lettuce and 100 grams of chicken, and that's it. This is one meal. Been eating this for a little bit more than 4 weeks now on the low days, and yeah, try to make it fun. I think I added a honey sweet sauce on it. It's only like 5 calories per tablespoon. I'll show you guys in my next meal. It's very similar to this one, but there's a small little change, so that'll be probably the next clip, but I'm gonna try enjoying this. Alright, so time for meal number 5. So this one's for the sweet potatoes. It's actually pretty much the same meal as the lettuce. The only difference between this one is the 25 extra grams of spinach. So this was the one replacing the sweet potato meal, but the meal I had before was actually a meal that straight carbs and a little bit of fats, which was the rice cakes and the peanut butter one. But yeah, the only difference between this meal and the last one is the spinach, which is actually carried over from the sweet potato, right? It's just a little extra volume, but to be honest, not really, because I just end up cooking it with the chicken, so it all kind of like compiles up. So yeah, that's meal number 5. Gonna go get my walk done after this, the second walk, which is 40 minutes. So I do 40 in the morning and 40 in the evening, and then I'll show you guys meal number 6, and that'll be that. Alright, so last meal of the day. We got 2 eggs, 50 grams of peppers, and we're gonna do 100 grams of mushrooms. And yeah, so that's pretty much for the eating part of it, but I am dead. I think I waited around 40 minutes before even going for the walk. It's just, you probably noticed, like most of my carbs, or pretty much all of my carbs, are at the beginning of the day, and that's more so to do with training, right? Just so the 2 heavy carb meals right before the workout, and then the glucose has like 19 grams of carbs in it, and the potatoes have more carbs, and after that it was just 2 salads and this meal right here. So it's more so because training is a little bit more of a priority, just so I can go a little bit harder, right? That's why beginning of the day it's a little bit more carb heavy. That's pretty much the reason why. But yeah, it just gets to a point where you're just hungry all the time, so you're just trying to do every trick in the book. So the mushrooms help with a little bit more volume to the food without adding much calories. Same thing for the lettuce as well, right? That's pretty much around 17 calories, which is pretty much nothing, right? So you start utilizing a little bit of tricks and stuff. Sometimes I'll have like a coffee or something, of course black, but yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video as well. So do all the subscribing stuff, and I'll see you guys next week.